Mohabdaye Namaha Anantananda Krishnaya Jagat Mangala Murtaye. This same sloka can be used from the angle of bhakti. I have said from the angle of jnana, knowledge. From the angle of bhakti, devotion, if you look at the same sloka, mattaha parataram na anyate. Other than the blessings and the anugraha of the Lord, kinchit na asti dhananjaya. Nothing else really exists. It is only by the blessings of the Lord and the Lord alone true awakening, true enlightenment can happen. And therefore, there are two philosophies in Indian culture. It is called Markata Bidala Nyaya. Means one school of thought says you should be like a baby monkey holding on to the mother monkey. A baby monkey holds on to the mother monkey. The mother monkey jumps from one tree to another tree to another tree, but the baby monkey goes on holding on. It is the baby monkey's responsibility to hold on to God. The mother monkey, the monkey jumps. So too this philosophy says, we have to hold on to God. We have to understand God is Moksha Swarupa. God like a monkey will be everywhere. You have to hold on. Right? It is called Markata Nyaya. Bidala Nyaya means a cat. If you see a cat, now and the kitten only cries for its mother. The kitten cries for the mother. The mother comes, picks up the kitten, catches the neck, picks up and takes it and goes to another place. The kitten has to only cry. From the language of bhakti, we say, you and I have to only cry for the blessings of the Lord. Alright, only cry for His anugraha. When His anugraha happens, Kataksha Kirana Chanta Naman Mohabdaye Namaha. This person says, oh Lord, please don't look at me directly. Or to the Guru he says, don't look at me directly. That much of blessings I don't want. From you, O Guru, from you, O Lord, what I want is Kataksha Kirana. Kataksha means a sideward glance. From the rays of your sideward, from the glance of your right sideward glance, Kataksha Kirana means from the rays of your sideward glance, Achanta, everything will get destroyed. My moha, mohabdaye namaha. My ocean of delusion will go away. Oh Lord, if you just look at me from the grace of your sideward glance. Don't look at me directly. Alright. Anantananda. Why? Because you are Anantananda Krishnaya. You are Lord Krishna who is Ananta, who is limitless. Sutre maniganaha iva, as it said, it is limitless, and from you, that limitless being, as rays of your sideward glance, is also going to be limitless, because a finite coming from infinite will also have the flavor of the infinite. And therefore, from the language of bhakti, if you look at this verse, Mattaha parataram na anyate, O Lord, other than your grace, other than your blessing, other than your anugraha, nothing else is required. Because your blessing exists everywhere. We have to only log on towards it. And that's why if you see, Hanuman was the only person who Shani could not enter it. Because Hanuman was such a great bhakta, right? Nobody could enter. Shani could not enter into Hanuman because always he had Rama Nama Japa. Always Rama he had. He had such an aura of Rama energy. Shani could not enter itself. Even Narada could enter. Narada it happened. Now to Narada it happened. To so many people it happened except Hanuman. There's a beautiful Upakatha. On this Ramanavami night, we can reflect on this, how Hanuman's bhakti was there, so much of bhakti towards the Lord there. It is said that, Sita, Lakshmana, Nakula, all these people felt what Hanuman is doing, all the seva to Lord Ramachandra, all the seva, we are not getting any opportunity. So they had one conference. They had a conference, it's one of the Upakathas. They had the conference, what everything Hanuman is doing, the work of Rama there, so they divided the work. Sita is going to take over the private affairs of Ramachandra. Right? Lakshmana is going to be here, Bharata to be there, Shatrugna to be something else. They divided everything, and having divided everything, they did not give any work to Hanuman, to Anjana. They did not give any work itself. They divided the whole thing towards there. They came and told Ramachandra, we have divided the work, we have delegated the work now. And then Rama could see Hanuman has no work. So Hanuman says, what about me? He says, no, we have divided everything. Then Hanuman humbly requires, humility was his great strength. He humbly requires there, no, you at least give me one work. When Ramachandra yawns, when Rama yawns, I just want to clap and do namaste. Now Sita, Lakshmana, Bharata saw rarely Rama yawns. So therefore they said, it doesn't matter, you can do that. Tatastu. Tatastu. So everything was divided, and Hanuman was constantly looking at Ramachandra when he will yawn, because he has to clap and then do Rama Rama Namaste. Complete there. So all the works other people had the opportunity to do. Right? When it came to sleeping, when Rama was in bed there, Hanuman was there waiting to see when Rama is going to open its mouth for yawning. Then Sita comes. Then Sita tells, you have to go out there. He says, no, I've still not finished my duty now. I'm waiting when Rama, and in the night alone, he is definitely going to yawn. In the night he is going to yawn. So whole night I have to be awake. You have given the word. You have given the word to allow me. So I have to wait in the night there. When he'll yawn, then I will clap and do namaste. Then Sita realized, my God, this bhakti of Hanuman is so much that even when no work is given, he converts the no work into a state of constant, right, avalokan to Ramachandra, and says, all seva you only do. Hanuman's life, if you read, Hanuman Chalisa, if you see, so much of bhakti he had, so much of bhakti constantly. Please see there, always Ramanama, and therefore when he had this, it is said Shani could not enter. Ravana was such a powerful person, it is said that in his darbar, in his throne he was sitting, all the Navagrahas was his steps, and his feet was them. On them, all the Navagrahas, and one of it was what? Shani. Even Shani Devata was under his feet, it is said. In Shani Devata was under his feet. Right? All the Navagrahas were under his feet. Such a powerful person was Ramachandra. Right? He was on that. And when Narada came, Narada was shocked to see even Shani was also under his feet. But his head was down, all right, and he had kept his feet. So powerful it is said, right, was Ravana. And then for Narada, very humorously, in his mischievous way, he praises Ravana so much and says, Shani can shake everybody you have kept at his footsteps there. But only one thing I'm seeing, he says, only thing I'm seeing, Shani's face is looked downward, right? But therefore you can't see how he's suffering. You can't see how he's suffering. So you do one thing, right? Turn his face from downward towards you. So when you put your leg on it, you can see Shani suffering. Right? Ravana felt beautiful. Aha, that's good. He turns that, and that is how Shani enters, it is said, into Ravana. And such a powerful Ravana also was under the spell of this one. Same Narada was under the spell, but only it is said in the Puranas, it is only Hanuman who did not. Because why? Constantly he was saying Rama, 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 Rama. When you have bhakti, friends, when you have, and if you see the whole Adhyatma Ramayana, if you see the whole Adhyatma Ramayana, see there's a Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, there is Tulsi Ramayana, there is Adhyatma Ramayana. In the whole Adhyatma Ramayana means a philosophical interpretation of the Ramayana. In that, from there if you see, Rama is Paramatma, Sita is Jivatma. Ravana represents in Adhyatma Ramayana as Pancha Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas. Ravana represents Pancha Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas. The deer, Marichi, represents Maya. Kumbhakarna represents Tamoguna. Vipishana represents Sattva-guna. Right? So therefore, when Sita, the Jivatma, got lost in the deer, which is Maya, snatched by whom? Ravana, which is Panchendra Jnanendriyas or Karmendriyas. Surpaniki represents a bad desire. We'll not go too details into that. So when this Sita, Jivatma, got lost in the deer, which is Maya, was away from Paramatma. Right? And therefore, our life also, if our Jivatma mind is lost in the world of Maya and not connected to Ramachandra, then it is said, even Rama, God, seeks for us. Therefore, Rama runs after Sita. God seeks for us there. And therefore, in Adhyatma Rayana it is said, in sleep, every time God is knocking, every sleep is a samadhi. In a state of sleep, it is a state of samadhi. So it seems God is also seeking us. But what has happened is, this Ravana, Pancha Jnanendriyas and Karmendriyas, has snatched away Sita there. And Sita has been after, means Jivatma has been after the deer thing. So therefore, putting in the language of bhakti, that mind should be always like Hanuman towards Ramachandra. Anytime you have any worry, go on uttering Ramanama or any Guru mantra which your Guru has given. If you attend my e-labs, I will give you mantra. You do the mantra upadesha, or whoever Guru has given you mantra. If you go on uttering Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Om Gam Ganapate Namaha, Om Krishnaya Namaha, then you will find your mind is constantly like Hanuman towards Ramachandra. When you have that intense bhakti, then you will find Mattaha Parataram na Anyat. O Lord, other than you, nothing else is there. You will develop a divine pleasure of having bhakti. When you develop a divine pleasure of having bhakti, the ordinary pleasure which is giving us pain, the ordinary pleasure is giving us pain, right? You will be beyond pleasure, you will be beyond pain, because you will have divine pleasure. And therefore, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has said there are three types of ananda. Vishayananda means the Vishaya objects give you ananda. Second, there is Bhajanananda. Singing bhajans gives you anand. Third, there is Brahmananda, right? And that ananda alone is the ananda. And therefore, with this bhakti if you have, O Lord, other than you, other than your blessings, nothing else exists. And if you can cry, as Kabir says, have a pyas towards the Lord, then you will find, as Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, Guru will come running after you. Ramachandra was after Sita there. Guru will come running after you. God will come running after through your difficulties. He will give you Jnanopadesha. And therefore, Mattaha, from the language of bhakti, if you say, other than the Lord's blessings, nothing else you have. For you to see that, first start seeing the blessings of your parents. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. See the blessings. Honestly, if you can't see God in your mother, that's why every day, I'm not joking, my mother is right in front. Every day in the morning, I touch her feet. Right? Take for her blessings. If I can't see God in my mother, even God comes, you can't see. See God in your mother. See God in your father. See God in your Guru. Then you start seeing God. Isha Vasyam Idagum Sarvam Kechit Yet Kinchit Jagatyam Jagat. But my mother has imperfection. Father has imperfection. Learn to see beauty in imperfection. The problem is we have a concept of what perfection is. We are not able to see beauty in imperfection. Imperfection also has a beauty. When a dry leaf falls from the tree, there is so much of beauty. Your mother may have imperfections. Your father has imperfection. In fact, God himself is imperfect because he has created you and I, you know. I say, learn to see beauty in perfection and imperfection. So therefore, first start off seeing God in your parents, then your Guru, then start seeing anything. That's why in India, a stone is taken, worshipped. People abroad who come, they get confused. A stone is taken, done prana pratishtha.